Want to make an unforgettable impression and draw attention everywhere you go? I'm breaking down the best fragrances to attract women. Confident, seductive, and almost a guarantee to get compliments. Compliments are never a guarantee, obviously. And guys, please make sure to shower first. Let's dive in. We start off the list with Armani Stronger With You Intensely, and this is considered one of the highest rated fragrances on Fragrantica. As we speak, it has a 4.59 out of 5 stars with more than 17,000 votes. For a good reason. This is literally one of the best designer fragrances ever created, and it just smells super mass appealing. It is very sweet. Remember this, guys? Women love sweet fragrances on men. So this is actually a perfect date night fragrance. Perfect when you're meeting her for the first time, you're going out to a restaurant, whatever, Netflix and chill. Wear something sweet. You already know this whole list is about sweet fragrances. But this is like heavy on the vanilla with tonka bean. So it's sweet, it's warm spicy, there's amber. It's very ambery, but in a very sweet way, so not aromatic at all. Toffee, there's pink pepper, cinnamon, there's some lavender, so it's slightly aromatic in the base, let's say, well, in the middle notes, but it has that aromaticness to it, which you still detect in the dry down. The opening is a little bit more spicy, and then it turns into a sweeter fragrance. This is just a super mass appealing, sexy fragrance. I would say, even in my opinion, I think most people will prefer Stronger With You Intensely. In my opinion, Stronger With You absolutely is even better. Actually, you cannot go wrong with either of these. I would suggest you to go to the store, trust your own nose, trust your own skin, try it out yourself, spray it in your skin, and then pick one of these which you like, because all of them are super mass appealing, compliment getters. Although it's never a guarantee to get compliments, but this just smells very alluring. I would say it's perfect for fall and winter. I wouldn't wear this in spring and summer. I think it's a little bit too sweet, too cloying. So you have to really like sweet fragrances. It performs very well. 10 plus hours on my skin with an above moderate projection. But the whole Stronger With You line, literally you cannot go wrong. I personally think your collection isn't complete if you don't own a Stronger With You fragrance. So go to the store, test them out, see which one you prefer, but all of them are actually really nice, so thank me later. Next up, we have Parfums de Marly Harrod, and this is literally catnip for women. Trust me on this. This is just a sweet vanilla tobacco fragrance, and in my opinion, the best vanilla tobacco fragrance on the market. A lot of people are always hyping up Tom Ford Tobacco Vanille, which is nice. I agree. Spice Bomb Extreme as well. I prefer even Spice Bomb Extreme over Tobacco Vanille. I would say it's a pretty intimate scent as well. It's not really strong. It's not weak either. A lot of people say it's weak. This is my second bottle. My first bottle was from 2017 or something. Amazing performance, pretty strong. Was really projecting pretty well. Lasted for 9 plus hours on my skin. This is a newer bottle. I think I have it now for a year. But on a date night, you don't need a beast mode fragrance. You don't need like a very strong fragrance. It needs to be alluring. It needs to be a little bit intimate. So this, perfect for date nights. It has that sort of cherry pipe kind of tobacco feeling with the vanilla, with osmanthus, which is a little bit like apricot, kind of milky. And it has a very nice amberiness. It is warm spicy. It is woody. It has that little incense kind of feeling, so it's a little bit smoky. Just a elegant, very seductive fragrance, I would say. Not a safe blind buy maybe, I would say test it out yourself, go to the store, get a decant online. Yeah, if you want, you can also get like a cologne obviously, because this is pretty pricey, but in my opinion, Harrod is one of the best from the house of Parfums de Marly. Also very highly rated on Fragrantica. I think most fragrance lovers, agree that this is an amazing fragrance, a masterpiece in my opinion as well. And the performance, okay, it's not the strongest performing fragrance ever. I heard that newer batches are pretty even weaker. I would say this is pure seduction in a bottle. Check this one out. Next up, we have BDK Gris Charnel Extrait. As you can see by the dent, this is one of my favorite fragrances out of my 750 plus bottle collection. This is a top 10 fragrance. I'm already on my second bottle, which already has a dent as well. But this is macerated, this is very strong. An Extrait de Parfum, I think the concentration is about 30%, but this is just super alluring and very, very unique, because this has like a lot of cardamom, so it's warm spicy. It has black tea, and the black tea is pretty prominent, with a lot of fig, and the fig is of course very fruity. It almost smells like coconut in the air, but it's slightly different and a little bit sweeter, but it smells phenomenal. A lot of people are always asking me, hey, are you wearing a fragrance with coconut? Because the fig comes a little bit off like coconut. But then it has that Madagascar vanilla in the base with tonka bean. So it's like sweet and warm spicy. It's a little bit earthy. It's a little bit powdery. There's some iris and some vetiver. And then the very creamy sandalwood with the cedarwood combination. Although the sandalwood is a little bit more prominent and it makes it very creamy. So I would say it's super masculine, but it's unisex enough for a woman to wear. But I would say for women, I would prefer the eau de parfum version. It's slightly sweeter. And this is a little bit more dark and mysterious, let's say. But this is a massive compliment getter. It smells mysterious and it smells mass appealing at the same time, but very unique. So this is a masterpiece, not a safe blind buy though. I wouldn't recommend you blind buying this. I would literally say, yeah, grab a sample online, test it out on your own skin. And I must say, people say always like, it's perfect for fall and winter. But the funny thing is, this shines in the high heat. Because if you wear this in the high heat and the skin starts warming up, the fig starts shining more. So actually, this is a super versatile fragrance, a signature scent. You can literally pull this off in any situation. And yeah, like I told you, women love this shit. So check this one out and thank me later. Guys, don't forget that personal hygiene is #1. So shower first, use some deodorant, make sure you brush your teeth, and then wear something nice. You know, it's all about appearance. Everything is about the whole combination. You're fresh, your outfit is fresh, you look nice, you look confident, and the fragrance is like the cherry on top. So never think that a fragrance instantly makes you attractive, because that's the hard truth. It doesn't work like that. Next up, we have Azzaro, the most wanted Parfum. Look at the dent I already made. This is a 150 ml bottle. And again, one of the best designer fragrances on the market right now. And it also has a very high rating. On Fragrantica, like 4.61 out of 5 stars with like 7k votes. For a good reason, because this smells phenomenal. It is this very simple note breakdown. It has like ginger, woody notes and bourbon vanilla, but there's a little bit more going on. I would say it's pretty linear from the top to the mid to the dry down. It almost stays basically the same fragrance. It's slightly fresh, there's a little bit of spiciness going on. Bourbon vanilla almost smells boozy, and it's very sweet. I would say it's masculine, but I think it's unisex enough that even women can pull it off. Perfect for a date night. Women love this kind of stuff because it reminds me a little bit of the Stronger With You line, but in my opinion this is even better, and it's also the best from the whole Azzaro the most wanted line. Let's say from all the fragrances, this is the best one. This is, by the way, a very good performer. Not a beast mode fragrance, I would say, but the longevity over 16 plus hours with a moderate projection. So it's not like in your face. It is intimate, perfect for date nights. Girls love this. I would say more for fall and winter. But if you have a date in the summer and you go probably to a restaurant or whatever, they have air conditioning, you can still wear this in the summer on the date nights. So don't be scared to wear a sweet fragrance in summer as well. Check this one out and thank me later. By the way, did you know, according to science, your fragrances last longer if you subscribe to my YouTube channel? We arrived at the last 3 with Initio Rehab. And this is just one of the most underrated Initios in my opinion. Super sexy. So if you love that Spice Bomb DNA from Victor and Rolf, let's say you have the Spice Bomb Eau de Toilette and the Spice Bomb Extreme. If you mix those two together, make from that DNA a niche fragrance, then you get this. So this is sweeter. It still has that tobacco vibe to it. Although tobacco is not officially listed in the notes, I still smell tobacco and vanilla in this fragrance, but it's also very musky. It is very woody. There's some cedarwood with sandalwood, so it's very creamy. Yeah, there's lavender, there's helium, like all together, this whole blend. Super sexy. Extrait de Parfum, amazing performance. This lasts literally for more than 16 hours on my skin as well, with an above moderate projection. So yeah, again, a massive compliment getter. It smells phenomenal. I think it's super underrated. So if you want, let's say, yeah, the Spice Bomb DNA, but on a higher level and more sweet, a little bit more sexy, not dirty, but in a sort of, yeah, it has that clean white musk, like a sort of fabric softener kind of musk, which comes off amazing. I would say it's pretty versatile, maybe not for the high heat, but I think you can almost wear this all year round. Only when it's not really, like when it's super hot, I would say it's maybe a little bit too cloying. I would say it's not a safe blind buy maybe, although only because of the price point. Unless you really love Spice Bomb Eau de Toilette, Spice Bomb Extreme. Still, try to get a sample, test it out yourself. This is phenomenal. 60% of the time, it works every time.
60% of the time, it works every time.
So check this one out and thank me later. Next up we have Argos Birth of Venus, which is actually marketed towards women. But in my opinion, it is very unisex. So this is a very sweet and fruity fragrance with some floral aspects. There's like raspberry, there's chocolate, there's rose, there's some jasmine. It's a little bit citrusy as well. So there's some grapefruit, some bergamot, some lavender. So it's a little bit aromatic. This works perfectly on my skin. And like I told you, women love sweeter fragrances on men. I would say it's not a safe blind buy, but this is one of the best from Argos. And as you can see, yeah, I have 3 of my favorites right here. I have more top-notch quality, packaging wise, bottle wise, everything. Good performance, amazing performance actually. Templeless hours on my skin, above moderate projection. I would say get a sample. I think it's pretty versatile. I think you can wear this in fall, winter and spring. Maybe not in the summer, maybe it's a little bit too sweet, too cloying, but check this one out. Get a sample of this. I think not a lot of men are wearing this and this works perfectly on my skin, and women really love these kind of fragrances. So check this one out. Last but not least, we have Bisous Tobacco Flirting with Vanilla. So as you can guess, it's a tobacco vanilla fragrance. That is literally one of my favorite scent profiles because it's sweet, it's seductive, and the tobacco gives off a little bit of sort of masculinity to it. But this is super unisex in my opinion. It also has like cherry, some white floral aspects. There's a little bit of freshness, some bergamot, the cinnamon combination. It's a very sexy fragrance, which actually reminds me of Initio Side Effect. So if you like that scent profile, if you like that DNA, this smells even better in my opinion. So they made that DNA slightly different, but I would say it's like 70% of the DNA with a 30% twist. And I think this is like smoother. It's like more creamy and it smells just phenomenal. It's a perfect 10 out of 10. And women love these kind of fragrances. This is just seductiveness in a bottle. It's literally perfection. But you have to like cherry fragrances though, because the cherry is pretty prominent. And in my opinion, yeah, I also love cherry fragrances. This is also one of the best cherry fragrances on the market. This is a Turkish brand, also made with high quality Extrait Parfum oil. So it's like high concentration of oil. The perfumer as well, he is amazing. He makes beast mode fragrances and this is literally a beast, very strong. 12 plus hours on my skin with an above moderate projection. So if you go on a date night, you don't have to spray too much. She will notice you for sure. Perfect for fall and winter. Maybe not a safe blind buy, but you need to check this one out. So get a sample and tag me later. Let me know your go-to date night fragrance. Like the video, leave a comment, and most important of all, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I mean, you're subscribed, right?